see you, bro. Had a great time talking to you yesterday, man. I appreciate you sharing, showing love. Frostbite, what's going on? Michael Hilliard, what's going on? Holy, what's going on? Veronica, good morning. Checking in on the greatest morning live. The greatest morning live. Woof, I got upgraded. God bless you too, sister. Trinity, what's going on? Anthony, what's good, man? Good to see you. Gabe, good to see you, brother. TB, salam amasi, brother Bear. Thank you. Thank you, TB. Salam amasi to you. Midnight, salute to the cave. Yeah, what's up, brother? God bless, God bless. Papa Blanco stepped in the building today, too. Good to see you, Papa Blanco. One of the Catholic homies. Sewing time, good morning, sister. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's staying warm. My mom called me this morning talking about the cold weather. It even went down to Colombia. I'm like, what the hell? Thank you, Chunky. W Chunky in the chat for the Galaxy. Appreciate that. Terrence, good to see you, brother. Sorry, I missed your comment. I just brushed over it. Good to see everybody. Keep tapping the screen, guys. You already know the deal. You already know the routine. We got to get the TikTok algo kicking.
So how you doing, man?
What's up?
I'm good, brother. And you?
I'm doing good.
Yes, I have a question, brother. How many gods do Christians believe in?
One God.
One God. Jesus is God?
Yeah.
The Father is God also?
Mm-hmm.
So when Jesus says, I'm going back to my Lord and your Lord, and he's in heaven with the Father right now, with the Father and Jesus, how many gods are we looking at?
Yeah, there's still one God.
How? How is that one God?
Because the Father and the Son share the same existence.
The same existence, but they are different persons, right?
Yeah, but person and being are not the same thing.
So but Jesus has a God nature and the Father has a God nature. And you're looking at two persons. So there are no two gods?
No, not two gods.
How?
Because they already answered this question. Because they share the same nature.
So it's the same God nature, but two persons. That means two persons as God nature, right?
The same exact, absolutely identical nature, yes.
If you have two human nature, that means there are two humans, right?
Yeah, but that would be different for us.
How is that different?
Because our existence is dependent on time. The divine nature is not in time. It's not separated.
Didn't Jesus say the Father is greater than I?
What does that have to do with what you're asking me?
That means that there are two separate things, right?
How does that mean there's two separate beings there?
Because the one is greater than the other person. That means they are not the same.
So that doesn't mean they're separate beings. What's the argument for that?
Of course, they are separate beings.
I know. Listen, I know you're trying to argue that they're separate beings, but him saying the Father is greater than I does not prove that, unless you can explain how that proves it.
If somebody is greater than somebody, that means they're different, right?
Yeah, we believe the Father and the Son are different persons, yes.
So, different person, that means they're not the same, right?
They're not the same person, but they're the same God. Those are two different categories.
The same God? How can you be the same God if you are a different person?
Because they share the same nature, bro. I already I'm answering this question like 5 times in a row. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
Brother, you and me share the same nature. You're a human, I'm a human.
We're not identical. We're not the same. No, we're not, brother. We don't share this. Do we share the same mind?
We have the same human nature, right?
Do we share the same mind?
No, not mind, but do the Father and the Son share the same mind?
Yes.
How come then Jesus said the Father is greater than I?
What does that have to do with sharing the same mind?
That means that you're not the same greatness, right?
That doesn't mean that they don't share the same mind, bro. What are you talking about?
How can you share the same mind if the Father is greater than the other person?
Because he's talking about greater in status. That doesn't have anything to do with him having the same nature.
If you are greater in status, that it means that you don't share the same mind, right?
No, it doesn't mean that. You would have to explain why that does.
What makes the Father greater than Jesus?
The fact that he is the source of the Son. He's greater in role.
In what role? In God's role?
In the way they act.
So that means he has a different God's role than Jesus, right?
Yeah, they have different roles. That doesn't mean that they're different beings.
So how can they be the same God if they have different roles?
Because they share in the same exact act. That's why.
But you just said that the role from the Father's God is different than the Son. So how can that be the same role?
I didn't say they're the same role.
You just said that, brother.
They participate in the same act. Open your
The
ears,
same
bro.
act, but it's different nature, right? God has different status than the Son,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right? That means they're different. They're not the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not sharing the same essence because the Father has different status than the Son.
That wouldn't follow, brother.
Why not? Why doesn't that follow? It makes perfect sense.
Because role doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your nature. Like, for example,
Okay, what's the difference between?
hold on, bro. We're gonna have to slow down because you are bouncing all over the place because you don't know how to get the gotcha moment that you're trying to get. So you're trying and it's not working. So let's just slow it all the way down.
Definitely not working.
Yeah. So when it comes to role doesn't have anything to do with your nature. Like, for example, is Muhammad greater than you in role?
In role, yes, he's prophet.
Okay.
Prophet.
Is he more human than you?
No, he's not more human than me. But
Okay,
he's
exactly. So you see how him being greater than you in role doesn't mean he has more of a human nature than, or you don't have less than a human nature than he does.
Jesus.
You see how role has nothing to do with your nature?
Can I explain? Jesus is a human also, right? Is Jesus and me the same?
Not the same human, no.
But he has a human nature, so it's the same shit, right?
Yeah, he has a human nature, yeah.
So that means he's not the same like us.
Yes, he was truly human.
Not the same like us.
Yes, but we also believe he has a divine nature, the same one that the Father has. He has
So
two
he's
natures.
100% fully God and 100% fully man.
No, he was truly man, truly God. But he has the same. He has the same. No, it's not, because percentages would imply parts. But he is the same. He is the same God as the Father. That's his first nature.
He's the same God as the Father. So the Father and the Son are the same.
The same God, yes.
The same God. So Jesus is the Father.
No, they're not the same person. They're the same God.
But when his human nature died, he's the same God like the Father, right? Because you're saying there's one God.
The same God as the Father in the sense of they have the same nature. They're not the same person.
So the God's nature is
brother.
The
can
Father,
you, I'm gonna say what I just said again, and wait till I'm done. Listen to what I'm saying and then respond. They're the same God in the sense that they have the same nature. They're not the same person. Those are two different categories.
If they are not the same person, that means there are two gods, not one.
Why would that? We're right back to the beginning. What's the argument for that? Explain how that has to be. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Is Jesus?
Hold on. No. Don't ask me any more questions. This what you just said is your initial claim. We went right back to the beginning. And I answered all your questions back and forth. You couldn't get the gotcha moment that you're looking for. So now we're back to the beginning. Now we're going to put the heat on you. No more questions. Bring an argument. What is the argument that if they are different persons, they have to be different beings? Go ahead.
Because they have not the same qualities. The Father is greater than the Son, so they cannot be the same God.
Same qualities in what?
The Father is greater than the Son, right? He has different qualities.
No, they don't. They don't have different. They don't have different qualities when it comes to their nature.
Yes, Jesus didn't create the Father. The Father created Jesus.
Listen, brother, we already proved this because Muhammad is a human just like you are. You guys share the same qualities as a human, but he is greater in role. Greater in role doesn't change the fact that you guys have the same essential properties as a human being. No, so once again, you got disproved on this unless you could bring another refutation to it. When we're talking about greater in role, it doesn't change the fact that they have the same identical essential properties. Therefore, they're both the same God. Now, please repeat back what I just said to make sure I'm listening. You're listening. I mean,
now you're saying that Prophet Muhammad is also a human being, so he has a greater role. That's what you're saying. But
no, that's not what I said, bro. You're not even listening, bro. You're not even actually listening. Stop talking and listen to what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it again. I already refuted this point. That role has nothing to do with your nature. That Muhammad still has the same essential properties as a human being than you do, even though he's greater than you in role. That doesn't change the fact that you guys both have the essential properties of being a human being. Stop. The Father and the Son, the Father is greater than the Son in role, but they share the same identical essential properties of being God.
Okay.
And the role
So
doesn't change that. Now repeat back what I just said, please.
you just said that Jesus has a greater role. That doesn't mean that they are different gods. They're the same God. That's what you're saying. Just because he has a different role, that doesn't mean.
And why?
That Jesus
I said the
is
Father
different.
has a greater role, not the Son.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So sorry, the Father.
no
sorry.
worries. But why? What's my reasoning behind it? Explain.
Because you want to prove to me that just
No,
because
what's my reasons as to why I said that the role doesn't change the fact that they're the same God? What's my reasons?
Because they share the same nature. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Thank you very much. Now,
Yeah,
what's
I
your
understand-
refutation to that?
I understand what you're saying. So that means that the soul of the God, the nature of the God, the Father and the Son are the same. That's what you're saying.
The nature, you just repeated back.
I'm talking about the God's nature, yeah? From the Father and
You
the Son.
just repeated back my words, not verbatim, but you just said
You agreed with me, right?
you just said that I believe they have the same nature. And then right now, in your response was, oh, so they don't have the same nature. Where did you get that they don't have the same nature, bro? Where did you get that?
In your religion, they have the same nature, but the Father has a greater nature than the Son. Yes or no?
Okay, what's the no? Negative.
No?
No, that's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time.
Okay.
What is your argument that there is a greater nature? If you can prove that, then I would agree with you. Those are two different gods. Go ahead.
Jesus says the Father is greater than I. What does he mean about that? Can you explain
In
that?
roll. This is the sixth time me telling you this.
Okay, what role do you talk about? Can you
in act, in the way they act.
But if you share the same God nature, how can you act different than the?
They don't act differently. It's the way they participate in the same act is different because they have different roles.
Okay, what is the act that's different?
Okay, so for example, when it comes to creating, where the God is only one creator, but the Father sends the Son, creates through the Son, and the Holy Spirit gives life. They all participate in a distinct role in the same act of creation. That would be an example.
So when Jesus says, Father, you're the only true God, what does he talk about this?
So we're changing topics now?
No, I'm trying to prove that Jesus is a God, man. I'm trying to debate with you.
Yeah, I know, but can you respond to what I just said, that they're different in role, and that doesn't mean they're different in nature?
Yeah, I'm trying to give you an answer by Jesus saying that.
No, don't ask me another question. Refute what I just said. How this has to be different gods. Go ahead.
Because Jesus says, the Father, you're the only true God. Also, there's only
different
one,
topic. Different topic. We are right here. As far as you went to John 14:28, we're staying right here. Why is him saying the Father is greater in role mean they're two different gods?
Because there's only one God, and Jesus said that also. No, that's why he's saying the Father is greater than I.
Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. Guys, I don't know why they didn't get you guys to tap the screen. I got nobody else. And we went through that torturous conversation of somebody, a perfect example of somebody who actually doesn't want to listen. He's just trying to get the gotcha moments. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do that. And just stuck the whole way.
I just wanted to say the reason why he says there's a difference is because the Father...
That who says is the difference?
There's different... Even though it's one, the Trinity, yeah, we all know that the Trinity is one thing. There's clearly a difference between what's going on, meaning Jesus has come down, has stripped himself, become human, all of that.
What faith are you, bro?
And come to earth. No, I'm just saying what my guy was trying to say. Bro, I'm Christian, bro. A real Christian. I'm a real Christian.
Oh, what does that mean? Not like me?
I'm not like you. I'm not like you.
That just okay, what makes me not a real Christian?
You kick people without explaining.
Oh, okay. How about this? Let me bring that guy up. Let me bring that guy up and you explain it. Let's see how you do it.
I was just doing it, bro.
No, hold on. Let me bring him up though.
Rising.
Hey, come up. Whatever your name was. Come on up. He wants to cook you.
He's a Muslim or something.
Are you Protestant? Are you Protestant?
Bro, what?
Are you Protestant?
Nigga, no.
Yeah, look at this. Real Christian, but cursing already. What the hell, bro?
So I can't curse then.
All right, bro. Hey, listen. Listen. Do you talk to Muslims?
All the time, brother.
All the time.
All the
Okay,
time.
listen, your mother is a sharmuta. How about that for a Christian? Yeah, exactly. Get the hell out of here. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Hey, mother of a sharmuta, go sit down. Get your iPad, by the way. All right. Yeah, no, guys. I know I was muted. I was just talking to the little one of the home. A sharmuta. His mother's a sharmuta. I'm more Christian than you. I would have explained it, bro. Can you imagine being a Christian and being so dumb and naive, and you actually heard that whole conversation I just had with that Muslim about being greater, and explaining to him and asking him what's the argument for this and this and that, and breaking it all the way down, him purposely trying to shift, trying to misrepresent what I'm saying, trying to find a gotcha moment. And this idiot, Shoddy Shane, actually thinks that there's hope to explain to this reprobate mind of actually listening to what the Trinity is. This dummy with no discernment, Shoddy Shane 03. Let's all laugh at Shoddy Shane 03. Just point and laugh at him, put the laughing emojis. Bro, you actually think that you were going to get through to that reprobate mind? You actually thought that. You are so proud and you are so prideful, you actually think that was going to work. Anyways, can you imagine just being that dumb as a Christian? Oh boy.
How can Jesus be God when within the own triune Godhead, he's not even the most authoritative? It's crazy. The Father has more authority over him. So you've got a dilemma here. It's called the Godhead authority dilemma. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, why would that be an issue?
Does the Father give authority to the Son?
In what sense?
In any sense.
Yeah, what reference are you talking about in the Bible? You talking about when he's human?
Any reference.
Yeah.
Does he give authority?
So when he receives,
what's your definition of authority?
yeah, so when he receives authority from the Father as a
Receives.
human being, he's receiving the authority that humans were supposed to initially have. That doesn't mean he doesn't.
Equal co-eternal bear?
Hello, I'm not. Hey, brother, listen. You're gonna have to listen to the whole answer, and I'm gonna have you repeat back just like the last idiot that was up here. Okay?
Yeah, all
So
right,
the-
Chunky Bear, go ahead.
Yeah. So when he incarnates as a human being and he receives the authority that humans were supposed to receive, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have the same authority as he always had as a divine being. So
Okay.
what would be the argument that him receiving the human authority that humans
you
did not
want me to
earn
still
for
man what you
themselves mean? Please, still man it.
Yeah, so you said that he receives it as a human being, not as a divine God, right? That's what
That
you're
was
saying,
the
right?
authority over humans, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So in the three persons, right? One essence. Three persons, one essence. So you have the Father, one person; Jesus, one person; Holy Spirit, one person. All under one essence, right? All under that umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah. So within the three persons, is there authority? Is there one person that can give authority to another person, even though they're under one essence?
When we say that the Father is greater in role in essence, no, it's not like they're acting differently and he's giving an authority. What it is the Father is the grounding of the Trinity, and when how they act and how they participate, he is going to be greater in role. That doesn't mean he is more authoritative or he has a different authority than the Son.
So they're not co-equal, co-eternal in the persons.
Where did you get that they're not co-equal when I said that?
Hold on. I'm asking you. So in the three persons, Are they co-equal, co-eternal, or is it only the
Yes, they're
essence, which is
co-equal. They're
co-equal?
co-equal, co-eternal because those are references to their nature. Yes.
So within the three persons, they are co-equal, co-eternal, right?
In reference to their nature, yes.
Okay, so within the three persons, they're co-equal, co-eternal in reference to their nature. Yet the Father has authority over the Son, but the Son doesn't possess authority in this person, triune person.
Yeah. So once again, I'm going to explain it again. This is going to be my second time. Chat.
Yeah,
Number
you're
two.
gonna say
Number
the
two
human thing, but
time.
it-
Number
you
two
bake-
time.
you
He's
bake
not
yourself.
actually.
You bake
He's not actually
yourself.
tracking
You
himself.
got baked.
Baked and what?
You
Baked how? So hold on. Hold on.
Co-eternal.
So I already explained the one time exactly what it is. You didn't listen to. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't exit. You didn't.
Stop muting me, Chunky.
Still man. What I just said. Go ahead.
Stop muting me, Chunky.
Still man. What I just said.
Stop muting me, Chunky.
Yeah, you don't want to still
You
man
said
because you're
that
gonna get stuck.
That
Go
they're
ahead.
co-equal, co-eternal in their nature. That's what you said.
And what else did I
Yeah.
say?
And then, what do you mean? What else did you say?
There you go. Not tracking, dummy.
Oh, so this
Not
is-
tracking, dummy. I'm gonna say it again.
I have to
Dummy.
track every-
Since you're slow,
Every little-
I'm gonna say it again. Okay, they're co-equal, co-eternal when it comes to nature, but when it comes to their role and how they act, the Father is going to be greater than the Son. This does not mean that they have a different authority. It's just the way they exist is going to be in that way where the Father is going to be greater than the Son. Now repeat back what I just said.
Okay, so you said then they're co-equal, co-eternal in their nature. The Father is greater in role than the Son, right? So there's no sort of distinction between the two. Okay, let me ask you this. So if the Father
So
is
now he's
greater
going to change
in
arguments,
role,
guys.
how come
Watch.
the
He's
Son-
going to change arguments now because he doesn't know how to respond to that. He's going to change arguments. And chat. Wait till we're gonna let him go ahead and respond to that and watch. Once he changes the argument, we know he got baked already because he doesn't even know what to say. But go ahead.
The argument's not changing. The argument's not changing.
All right, we're
Chunky,
listening.
man.
Go ahead, brother.
Why are you so nervous?
The
man?
cope laugh because he doesn't know what to say because he already got called out.
Okay.
Go ahead, we're listening, bro.
Okay, so if now the Father is greater in role, can I ask you a question? Why is Jesus?
Wait, hold on. Can you respond to what I just said? No questions. Respond to what I just said.
If the Father is greater in role, my understanding is, why isn't Jesus greater in role?
He is stuck, guys. He is. Go ahead.
But
What?
why are you not answering the question? Did you hear what I said?
I said repeat back what I. Hey, hold on.
No.
Repeat back.
I just repeated.
Oh my God, bro.
I just
This
repeated it.
guy, you're insufferable,
I
bro.
literally just repeated it.
Hey, listen, brother. Listen.
I lit-
Listen. The whole insults and everything. We're gonna keep you up here and we're gonna expose the fraud that you are. That you don't actually have a refutation to what I just said. So go ahead. Let's hear the refutation. No questions. No shifting of topics. Stay right here and repeat your refutation to this. Go ahead.
So do you want me to still man you again?
No.
For the fifth time?
No, you can go ahead and
Is
just
that what you
refute
want?
it.
I'm asking you. This is my refutation. Is Jesus
A refutation is a question.
Hold on. Why doesn't Jesus have the same role as the Father? Why is he not as powerful as the Father? Why does the Father have authority over him, even in role? Why is that? Can you answer me that?
So chat. He was gonna. So listen to him. First of all, he's asking me questions, right? He's not actually giving a refutation. But notice that he was gonna shift topics, and he was forced to stay on the same topic because we called him out on it. So now his question is, how is it that the Father is more powerful? But guys, power is a property of nature. Yet he asked a dumb question, misrepresenting our position, even though he steel manned it supposedly, and asking, how is the Father more powerful than the Son, even though power is a property of nature? Never said that the Father is more powerful than the Son. Where did you get that from?
You.
When? In what? When did I say that?
You just said he has. You just said he's over in role. He has more power than him. You literally.
Why does that mean more power?
You're saying it out of your. So what does that mean? In role, I have more power than you. What does that mean? Define that.
Here, I'll prove it to you. How about this? Since you don't know how to argue your own position. Hold on.
No.
Since you don't know how to argue your own position, I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it that greater in role doesn't mean more power. Okay? Do you have a mother?
Are you gonna run on the treadmill
Do
or are you
you
gonna answer?
have a mother?
Yeah, I have a mother.
Yeah. Was she greater than in role than you? Is she greater in role?
No,
She's
no.
not greater in role, so you didn't listen to your mother at all?
Because I
Were
didn't.
you were you ever obedient to your mother at all?
Hey, fat
Were
boy.
you
Hey, fat
ever
boy.
obedient at all to your mother?
Can I answer?
Were you answer. Were you ever obedient to your mother
So,
at
so
all?
hold on. So why do I keep getting muted?
Were you
I don't
ever
understand.
obedient to your mother?
So,
Answer the
so hold
question.
on. Why do you keep muting me?
Answer that you don't want to answer the question because you know you're about to get
I'm
baked.
gonna answer. I'm gonna
Answer. Go
answer.
ahead, answer it. We're
I'm gonna
waiting.
answer.
We're waiting.
Okay.
We're waiting.
By your logic, Fatso, when your
Yeah,
mum,
exactly. So now look,
when
all
your
it
mum
is
told,
insults. So this is what happens when they get stuck. They're either going to shift topics, and if they're forced to stay on the topic that they're about to get baked on, they spew insults. This is how they have to handle it. And he runs. Nobody dropped him either. And he runs because he knows he's cooked. Why is he cooked? Because if his mom was greater in role at all, and he is going to have to admit that his mom has more power in her nature than he does, stronger than he is. But we know that is not going to be true if he is actually a man. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's a tranny. I don't know. Maybe he is weaker than his mom. Maybe that is the case. But he knows he's cooked. The hell out of here. Expose you as a fraud as you are. Crazy, man. What up, bro? I don't know if requested up on accident or what. But
Remember?
what's up?
I didn't even. You want me to drop?
No, you can, it's up to you. I thought you were requesting.
My bad, bro. One thing to notice too, because I was listening to the conversation. One thing to notice too is if he has a problem with this idea of like God, I think his initial claim was like, how does God get something or how? I don't remember. It's dumb. But in the Quran, you have a verse that's like similar to that. In chapter 15, verse I think it's 23, it says that God's an inheritor. It's actually one of his 99 names, El Warith. Okay, well, if God is all powerful, what is he inheriting? And
Look
inheriting.
at him in the chat manifesting, bro. This dude's a clown. Just everybody just watched you, just get stuck, can't answer the question, cover your insecurities by spewing insults, and then leave on your own volition. Like you chose to leave because you just couldn't handle the fact that you were getting exposed. Yet you want to sit in the chat still just cursing your way. Bro,
Yeah, it's
please
crazy, bro.
everybody laugh at him, please. Everybody just make sure he understands that his narcissistic ways are we're not being fooled by the narcissism. You can go ahead, let's just laugh at him and let everybody know, all 120 something people, just point and laugh at him so that he can feel the inner burning of his narcissistic ways and suffer from that. That nobody was fooled by what you just did. Nobody was fooled. Nobody believes you baked. Nobody believes you convinced anybody that the Trinity is not true. You utterly failed. Every time you got to a point of contention that you could have refuted the Trinity, you either dodged the questions, tried to change topics, or spewed insults, which shows that you have no substance. You have nothing to back up your claims or your arguments, meaning that you got baked. It's a wrap. You can't disprove it. Sorry,
Nah, I mean, I was just saying, like, I mean, that's 100% correct. Like, because notice what you were trying to explain to him. Yeah, like you have to preface, you have to qualify what we mean when we say that the Father is greater. He just refused to do it. He was, oh well, well, the Father, if the Father is greater, and I think it was the same thing with the first guy.
Mhm.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, then when Allah's called al-Warith, the inheritor, how can he be inheriting something from his creation? Doesn't he own everything? Okay, well then they're going to say, well, no. It just means that in this particular case. So let me get this straight.
It's a
It's
royal
okay for you,
inheritance.
but I mean, but like the thing is, so it's okay for you guys to clarify what you mean by terms, or a theological implication of something, which I would grant. I mean, fine. I mean, no problem. But when we do it, now it's a problem. It's insane, dude.
Yeah, that is insane. Z, what's up? What faith are you? Thanks for being patient, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Did I accidentally come up? I am so sorry, bro.
No worries, brother.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Take it easy. Okay. Let's get the next person. Well, these people look like Christians, some of them. Okay.
Yo, what's good?
What's up?
I'm nice. Nothing much. I'm just I'm Christian, by the way. A Muslim asked me if you don't mind, maybe.
Say Prophet Muhammad is not a prophet.
Prophet Muhammad is not a prophet.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
So the question was about, like, a prophecy in Isaiah, I think, about Babylon. And my friend, my Muslim friend, told me that this prophecy is like not fulfilled because people lived in Babylon after the so-called prophecy. He told me. And so I wanted to know if you maybe know about this.
No, but when it comes to prophetic language and it says like people are like a city is utterly destroyed, it doesn't mean like they're completely annihilated. It just means that their power is taken away.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because I think like in the verse it was I read that nobody could live in the city of Babylon after the destruction of the city, and actually he showed me evidences of like people living in that city after the destruction.
Yeah, once again, prophetic language, bro. Like when it gives prophetic language and judgment, it doesn't you can't take all of that like hyper literally. Like all of it has like an underlying meaning to it. So, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, that would be my response, brother.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, bro. God bless.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Man, who are these people requesting to keep pulling? And these people can't be patient, bro. They just sit there and just like they wait 1 minute to get requested up. They see we're in the middle of a conversation and just pull the request. What's up?
What's going on, brother?
What's up? What faith are you?
I'm Christian. I just want to preface by that. I just wanted to say for all the people that are in here, like that believe completely in the Quran, it says in their own book, Muhammad says that.
Thanks for coming, bro. Appreciate it. I don't know why Christians do that, man. Request if you disagree, guys. Request if you disagree. All right. Thank you, Forever Toxic, for the super chat. Question: where can I message you and Amin for questions? Join my Discord. Discord link is in the bio. Amin does a lecture he's doing another lecture today, aren't you, Amin? On the Discord, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can ask him questions there. He'll be on later today, and you can ask me questions there as well. But yeah, you can join the Discord. Go ahead.
By the way, for those who were there yesterday, man, it was amazing. We had a really good discussion. For those who want to watch the replays, I record all of them. It's on my YouTube. If you go to my channel, just go to lecture 2. We went through St. John of Damascus on the Orthodox faith. We only got to the 2nd chapter, but it was an hour-long lecture and Q&A and discussion. We went over the 2 natures of Christ. We went over apophatic and cataphatic theology, and we went over some things involving like epistemology and things like that. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go to my YouTube channel. And if you guys want to continue to listen in and ask questions, like Bear said, we'll be live today at 1:15 p.m. EST and voice chat 1 in his Discord server. So hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, definitely. That would be a good place. And then Amin, obviously, like he has a wealth of knowledge, like him alone asking questions. If you want to ask me questions, I do a Bible study Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right after the Bible study, I do a 30-minute Q&A. So you guys can ask me any questions there. And then sometimes I randomly do a Q&A. So if you join the Discord, you'll see that. Also, real quick, Abdullah, give me 1 second. I just got to recognize somebody with the money gun. Thank you so much. Frosty. W Frostbite. Mr. Frosty. Thank you for the money gun. I appreciate it, man. Sorry I missed it. I apologize. Thank you, Michael Hillier, for showing me that he did do a money gun. Sometimes I'm not looking at the screen, guys, and I can miss things. I'm looking at 2 different screens with YouTube and TikTok. And then also, guys, don't forget to hit my beautiful wife a follow. Peace Apologetics. She just hit 10,000 followers. So if you hit her a follow on TikTok, really, really appreciate it. It's a good way to support me. Because her lives are definitely, they're a different vibe, but definitely you can get a lot out of it. So make sure you hit her a follow as well. And also hit her a sub on YouTube as well. Abdullah, what's up?
Yes. So, I just have a few points of this, about Christians when they come out here and try to talk to you, is they be, kind of disrespectful. So, any points, it has to be discussed. You have to respect the other side, either a Christian or a Muslim, you have to respect his points and beliefs. But some of the Christians, they attack Muslims for no reason, as long as you don't believe in my religion, I have to attack you and, humiliate your belief in religion. And that's something really totally wrong. Do you agree or not?
I mean, it depends. I mean, bro, if somebody's going to attack my belief and try to humiliate me, I'm going to defend myself. But
So are you or a Muslim?
I'm a Christian, bro.
Okay, and what's so now the point you are trying to prove is about what? About Jesus? About
Just look at
what's
the
the real
screen, bro.
point?
I believe Jesus is God, the Trinity is true, and I think Islam is a red flag. Which one would you like to discuss?
Well, I think any religion has the right to defend itself. There is I don't think you have a point about just a red flag. Islam is, you have to go back to history and see, the thousands of years that Islam came from, Islam is not like 100-year or 2-year religion, it's thousands of years,
No, not thousands, brother. It's only about 1,400 years old. But yeah, what about it, bro? What does that prove? How does that prove Islam's not a red flag just because it's been around for 1,400 years?
Okay, I tell you what, Islam is, as you have Jesus and you think as God, as we have our own prophet. And, even Jesus came in our book.
How do you know he's a prophet?
Because, of the books, that came, after Prophet Muhammad and before a Prophet Muhammad, that proves Muhammad is a prophet. I mean, just like when you
Where?
believe Jesus
How
is
do
God,
you prove he's a
our own
prophet
book.
from the previous books?
There are books, talking about.
Like what
So,
books?
all right, for example, there are too many books. I cannot mention them to you because you will not.
So then how am I going
to,
brother, what books previously would prove that he's a prophet?
Okay, the books, in Mecca and Medina.
In Mecca and Medina, there's books.
Yes,
What are they called?
the tribes who wrote all the, all the, I don't know how I don't know how. I'm not too religious about
So
that, but
how am I supposed to believe this? That there's some books in Mecca and Medina that supposedly predicted the Prophet Muhammad. I don't even know what these books are. How do I know they're authentic? Like what? How am I supposed to? Why am I supposed to believe this?
all right, you're not supposed to believe that, but when history.
Well, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. How do you know that he's a prophet? You just believe anybody tells you in Saudi Arabia?
It's not a belief. It's the events that happened in history.
It's the what?
That you believe. It's the events. That history, it cannot be deleted. History is history.
Okay.
So when I tell you that,
can lies be in history?
I mean, it can, but
okay. So then, how do you know this is true or a lie?
Okay, I tell you, because when you say slavery is real in the U.S., that it's real. At some point in the Civil War,
yeah, I don't believe that was a lie. I don't believe that was a lie, but I believe that they used lies in order to enslave people. That's part of the history.
I know, but okay, when
Okay,
you
so
go back
lies
to the
can be in history. How do you know what Muhammad was saying about him being a prophet or whatever? How do you know it's true?
of what? What's the point of you are trying to prove about? So if you are trying
Bro, there's no
to,
point. You're saying Islam is not a red flag. Okay, well, how do you know it's true? How do you know Islam is true? And it just sounds like you don't really know how to answer that question. So then you're going into what point you're trying to prove, bro. This is my point, that you don't even know how to defend your own faith. You don't even know
I don't
why
have to
you believe
defend.
what you believe. You just believe what your parents
Yes,
told you, and that's it.
yes, because I respect your religion. That's
That's
the
not that,
reason. I
bro.
don't have
That's
to.
no. You're not respecting my intelligence. You're saying oh, it was just true because it is true. There's books in Mecca and this is not, bro. Come on. Am I supposed to like sit back and just be like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. Now I believe Islam's true. Is that what you thought was gonna happen?
Okay, but I need to tell you something. If you try to delete history, you or
So
the
we're
one
not
before you
gonna
or the
engage in
one
the
after
conversation. All
you.
right, man. All right, bro.
I, I
All
mean,
right, bro.
there's no
You're not
point.
actually trying to talk. You're just trying to say whatever it is you want to say, bro. What the hell is going on, man? Like, you just trying to yap, bro. That's all you're trying to do, man. Have a good day, man. This dude said there's books in Medina that tribes wrote that said that Muhammad is a prophet, and yeah, what are these books? Okay, man. All right, bro.
bro.
Have a
But
good day,
Bear, you're
man.
not realizing. But Bear, you don't realize that history is history.
Oh, it's in history.
So
That's why it's true. Okay. All right. Yeah, history, bro. That's it. Holy crap, bro. This is the extent of like how these like the majority of these Muslims, bro, really don't have no idea why they believe what they believe. They really don't. They haven't thought critically about this. They haven't. It's just it's just true. We know it's true. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Mario, for the super chat. Threw away my Nikes, but I may have found the Injil again. Stay tuned. LOL. Keep slaying them dragons, my brother. Glory and honor to the triune God. Thank you, Mario. Appreciate the super chat. And then Mr. Gabe, thank you so much for the super chat. These wannabe Dawa trolls don't realize they're God's tools to strengthen the faith of Christians. We ain't falling for their scripts. Amen. Yes. And that's the whole purpose of this live, is that these trolls, we expose them and people's faith can be increased. Because once you realize that these people, the only people that, the people that are seen to be given the most effect or the most effective of giving Christians doubt about their faith are just trolls. And when we expose them and expose them for being trolls, it just gives you a sense of like, oh, wow. Like this whole time, they were just playing games. That's all they were doing. At the end of the day, it's night. That's true, bro.
at the end of the day,
It's night.
it's gonna be night. That's crazy. I mean, but no, you're right. That's exactly what it is. It's a game to them. Like when we used to be on Clubhouse, like we would see the same people come in day after day trying to debate us. And what's funny is like we would go to like other rooms because Christians were open rooms and they didn't know how to defend their faith.
Mm-hmm.
So they would go to their rooms and they would use the same
The
arguments that
same
they
one they
got
just
baked
got
on the day
baked on.
before.
Yeah, the same one they got
It's
embarrassed on and everything. Let's go
it's like,
try
bro,
this non-educated Christian. Let's go ahead and
exactly.
use this.
Like,
It's like
bro,
they're
it's just a
preying on the
stupid
weak,
game to
man.
them. Yeah. It's like, bro, like they think they get Robux or something for how many times. Like, it's stupid, dude.
Hello?
I'm serious. It's just
Yo,
dumb.
for real, bro. What up, Sammy?
Yeah. Do you guys believe in relative identity?
I mean, it depends on what you mean by it. But if you're gonna talk about like the persons and everything, I don't really hold to relative identity when it comes to that.
Oh, do you hold to absolute identity?
When it comes to the nature, yes, but not the persons.
Did the church fathers believe that?
Yes.
Could you show me that Polycarp believed in the Trinity?
Why Polycarp out of all the church fathers?
Because the early church didn't believe in the Trinity.
What makes you believe that?
Polycarp never taught it, and Ignatius never taught it.
So, argument of silence?
No, they never refer to Christ as God, and always refer to the Father as the one God, and Christ is the one
Okay.
Lord.
Okay. And so they refer to Christ as the one Lord, but never God. You're saying Polycarp?
Yeah.
Okay. Which writings did you read of his?
All of them.
Yeah. Name one.
All of them.
Name one.
I don't know the books.
You read
Oh
all of
my
them, but
God,
you
bro.
don't know not even one of his writings?
No.
Bro, are you trolling
I
right
think he's
now?
trolling, bro. Yeah, he's
Are you
trolling.
trolling? Dude, you got to be
He's
trolling,
trolling.
man.
I wouldn't mind to be wrong if you showed me, but
How
I know
many
it
how
isn't
many
because I've read
writings? How many writings did you read of his?
3.
3 of them? Okay, and you can think
Yes.
of one name to him? Like give me just one of his writings, like something.
Against the Arians.
Did you just look it up right now?
No.
Yeah, he didn't write against the Arians. The Arians weren't around during the time of Polycarp.
I mean against the Gnostics.
Get the
Yeah,
hell
bro,
out of
get him
here,
out of here.
bro. The
Yeah.
Arians weren't even around.
My God, bro. I told you, it's a game. It's a game to them, bro. It's a game. He just
Bro,
got
these
30
people,
new
man, they can't
Robux
be
added
real,
to his
bro.
account.
He's like,
He
yeah,
just
I
got
did. Nah, but how many does he get for being up here for less than a minute, though, and like getting exposed, bro?
You know what? That bro, that's a like remember when we were kids and we would go to the arcade and like you have to like you'd actually play like the arcade console games and you always used to try to like beat that one dude in first place
Hmm.
just so you can like replace his name. Bro, I'm pretty sure he got first place just now. I'm pretty sure he got first
Bro,
place.
what
And you can only
like? But
put
I'm
like
saying
three
he got at
characters.
least the other guys were up here for like several minutes. This guy got baked like in a quick second, bro. Like
Hey,
completely exposed.
That's pretty funny, man.
What's up?
hello. So first of all, I'm a Christian and I have a question real quick. I know just don't drop me. I have a question real quick. Because I love your job, I love everything you do, and I just want you to answer my question so I can go. I'm a Christian, by the way. So, you
Okay.
know, I saw a Muslim saying that Jesus cannot be the Messiah because his ancestor is Jeconiah. He descended from Jeconiah, and God cursed Jeconiah and said that his children will not he inherits the throne of David.
Mhm. You're saying that the Messiah can't come from the lineage.
Yeah, that's from the that's a Muslim who said that come from the Bible. He
Okay.
said that
Oh
Jesus
man,
cannot
so like
be.
a Muslim said it, so it must be true.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
These guys
He
are
showed us
experts
verse
in
from
the
the Bible
Bible.
too. He showed us that Jeconiah, cannot be Jesus cannot be the Messiah because he's a descendant of Jeconiah, and God cursed him.
In what genealogy do you see that he's the descendant of Jeconiah?
In Matthew, I think I saw that
In
that
Matthew,
he
yeah.
is a descendant of Jeconiah.
Okay, and that's the genealogy of Joseph, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the issue?
Well, he said that he can't be a Messiah because he's a descendant from him.
Yeah. So he's a descendant through adoption, bro. So the
Oh,
line, the royal line gets passed down through there, but the Messiah will not come through his bloodline because he is cursed. So he's not the blood of Joseph. He doesn't share the same blood. But he does get the lineage of David through the blood of Mary, and that's where Luke's genealogy comes into play. So what ends up
oh,
happening is he receives the royalty from his adopted side, which is Joseph's side, and then gets the blood of David through his mother. It actually
all
gets
right,
completed.
all right. Thank you, man. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
All right, bro. See you later. Oh man, the Muslims, man, they're experts in genealogies and as being a corrupted text, bro. They're scholars. But then you ask them something about their own text, it's like, well, I'm not a scholar. I'm not a scholar, guy. I don't know about that. Oh, that's daif. That's a daif hadith. Very daif. Oh, these people, man. These people are insufferable, bro. Oh, that's haram, Frostbite. You can't take your shahada while you're on the toilet, Habibi. That is haram. That is what we call haram. You got to wash yourself, brother. You can't be in a dirty place while saying a prayer. You cannot be in a dirty place while saying a prayer. All right, my computer just lagged, but WTB. WTB in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry, brother, can't for the whole live, but can't stay for the whole live. But here is my jizya. God bless. Ameen. Thank you so much, TB, for the beautiful super chat. Hopefully you have a great and wonderful day. And man, I appreciate your support. Always being here, sister. Really, really appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Who we got? Request up if you disagree. What's up, Falcon Christ? Good to see you, brother. Christ Topics, good to see you. Frankie, good to see you. George, good to see you too. The word wins. Yeah, you can ask a question. Come up, bro. I don't know when you put that comment. Hopefully I'm not too late. But yeah, the word wins. You can come up if you want. Mike Will, what's going on? Good to see you too, brother. Good to see everybody. We're seeing all the regulars here. We even got Alonzo Harris back in my YouTube chat. Hey, Alonzo Harris, our favorite comment debater. Never goes up on stage, but he is always going to be in the comments cooking, right? Actually getting cooked, because he always getting cooked. And then when he gets called out, nowhere to be found when we're asked to come up on stage. Nowhere to be found, Habibi. Word wins. I don't know where you're at, bro. I may have seen his comment too late. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, there he is. Bum, 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 bum. He says, Alonzo says he's undefeated. He's not even breaking a sweat, bro. Alonzo, your argumentation, bro, is so trash. This is why you don't want to go on stage. Because you saw what happened to Mr. Steve. Mr. Steve used to be in the comments just like you. And then one day, I don't know what happened, but he decided to come up on my stage, and he got refuted so bad, he disappeared. He's still gone. He showed up like one time just to act like he didn't really get like mauled that day, but then disappeared again. He left. He said, I can't do this. Completely exposed. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up? What faith are you?
I'm a Satanist.
You're a Satanist? That's funny.
Yeah.
Why do you believe in Satan?
Why do you believe in Yahweh?
Okay, so can I answer questions?
Well, it's the same reason you believe. You want to better your life. You're worried about.
No, but how do you know? No, what I mean is like, how do you know he exists?
Well, it's a matter of faith, isn't it?
I don't know. Like, what is it for you? Is it blind faith, or do you have like evidence of him existing?
I have evidence for myself, but I can't speak for everybody in the world. I'm also not interested in saving the world either.
Yeah, I would imagine. But you have your own evidence is just an anecdotal experience. You just you saw Satan? You met him or something?
More like omens.
Omens. Okay, so there's multiple Satans.
Follow my intuition.
You followed your intuition. Okay.
Right, and it led me to Satan.
To Satan. Okay, and how do you know who he is? Like what? You talk to him or something?
Yeah, just like you talk to God. You talk to God, right?
Yeah. But do you have like conversations, like dialogues with him?
Right.
How did he identify himself?
Talk to God.
How did he identify himself?
Well, I read a book called The Grimorium Verum. I found this interesting sigil. Do you know what a sigil is?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay, well, I decided I'm going to work with that sigil.
Are you going to answer his question, bro?
Are you going to shut the fuck up and listen?
How do you ground Satan, bro?
Yeah, are you going to shut the fuck up and
I'm
listen?
not worried that he's cursing.
Being a little bitch.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's a
okay.
Satanist, of course.
Now, with that
Can you
said,
answer the question? How do
now
you
can
ground
you
Satan?
close your ears?
Bro, seriously
No, I
though,
need you to
but
answer my
that is my
question.
question though. How do you how do you know who he is to begin with? Like, I
Yeah,
can
and I
understand
was
if you
ground
see
getting to
Satan.
that.
if you
I
like
was
found a
getting to that
spirit or
before
whatever,
this guy
but
decided to open his mouth.
yeah, but can you condense it down? I mean, dude, we don't need like a life story here. Just how do you know
Now
who he
you
is?
wanna
That's
you
it.
wanna know what led me to my path, don't you?
Not
No.
every detail on how you got there. I just want to know how do you know who Satan is, bro?
Well, as I was saying, I was working with a sigil. I started to see this sigil everywhere. I
Oh my
took that
God,
as an
bro.
omen, a sign. So I
Mm.
Oh my
decided
God,
to
bro.
get this sigil tattooed on my skin and make a blood pact with this deity.
How do you know this deity was
Dude,
Satan, bro?
dude, we don't care about the art project you have on your
Dude,
chest.
we
We're
don't care
asking you
about
to
your
ground Satan,
opinion.
dude.
How
Maybe you're
do you
ground
know it's
Satan?
Satan, bro?
Well, when you start to notice the sigil on other people
Oh my
that
God, bro.
I didn't personally know,
Dude, let me ask you this: the deity that you worship
I
is
take this as a
his name
sign.
Satan?
No,
No. Okay.
title.
So what?
But
So
that's how
okay, it's a
you
title. Where does he
understand
get
them.
the?
So
Where
I'm
do you?
gonna speak in a
Where does he
language
get the
you
title?
understand.
Where does he get the title Satan from?
Well, clearly Christians.
Okay, so Christians gave him the title, and he that's just his title. Who he is now? He accepted that title.
It's a title. It doesn't mean it's his only title, like you're implying.
Okay, all right. So how do you know that this is the same Satan that the Christians are referring to, the one that you're talking to?
Well, I've decided to work with this spirit, just like you work with the spirit.
Oh my
right?
God, bro. How do you know that this is the same Satan that Christians are talking about, bro?
Well, through signs and omens.
Okay, like what?
And I was just explaining that before you guys
All
interrupted.
right, man. All
Clearly,
right,
you're not
dude.
interested.
Have a
in
good
my
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Kick
Yeah, bro.
rocks,
He
man.
worships. He worships the coloring book at the checkout line at Walmart because apparently because he tattooed some image on his chest,
Oh
it
my
must be
God,
real.
bro.
Bro, these are the type of people we got working here. Like honestly, like bro, like just answer the question. And to be honest with you, I think he was just trolling anyways.
No, I don't think he has a pentagram. He has one of those pentagrams on his name and stuff like that. So there's a guy on TikTok that is a Satanist, and
Yeah.
he knows a lot
Yeah, I
about the
see.
Bible. I forgot his name, the True Devil or something like that.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna go up there and like bake him one day. But he's always on like when I'm like busy or whatever. But
Yeah, like
I
it's
heard
funny
him talking
because
about
like
sigils. I literally sit there and listen to him. I heard him talking about sigils and stuff like that.
Yo,
yeah, it's funny because like they come
yo.
up and they think because yeah, Z, just give me a second. It's funny because they come up and they think because they say something outlandish like that that because we're Christian we're supposed to be
Oh
like
my
afraid or
God, I
something.
can't believe it.
Oh my gosh!
You said
Oh,
he's
he's
a
gonna cast a
Satanist.
spell on
Let's
me.
hide.
He's gonna cast me. Oh my god!
Bro, we
Like, bro,
laugh at your
dude,
weak ass power of a sigil, bro. Like we will annihilate your power, bro. Get the hell out of here, man.
bro, it's funny. Have you seen that? This is the last thing I say. Have you ever seen those funny videos where it's like it's a dude in hell and then like Satan is in front of him and it says like when you show Satan what you used to think protected you and Satan starts laughing and the guy he he holds up a stack of rocks. Those colored rocks. Like bro has a colorful rock around his neck with
Yeah,
a sigil
bro.
on
He
his
did a little
on his
art.
chest.
He did a little painting on
He
his
did a little
chest.
art project
He thought that
and
was
he
gonna
thinks
do
we're supposed to
something.
be afraid. Like,
Bro,
bro,
get the
get
hell
out
out
of
of
here.
here, man. Like, you watch too many scary movies, bro. We ain't one of them. Well, all right, man. What's up? I don't know.
Yeah, hello.
D.
Yeah, I just want to say. So you got a picture of Jesus, but who's the other person though? 'Cause that's not Allah.
A Saudi Arabian man who claimed to be a prophet.
But that's not Allah though.
Who said it was?
All right, whatever, innit? So
Based
you're
on the
saying
first
Jesus
topic.
is God, yeah?
Yeah, Jesus is God. Hello.
So,
Bro. I mean, is he breaking up for you too, or?
Yeah, he's breaking up. I can't hear him at all. Hey, bro, D, if you're still listening,
illegal,
just
but I just
drop and
want
come
everyone
back.
knows. Because, you know, he's meant to know every 30.
This dude came back mid rant.
So is it better now?
Yeah, I think.
Hello?
Oh my god, bro.
It's better now, no? So it's better?
Yeah, but it's probably delayed, bro.
So you hear me?
All right, man. You gotta come back when you got better connection, bro. I can't do this, bro. Like, oh my god, man. All right, Mario, thank you so much for the other super chat. Oh, God bless you as always, brother Bear. The light that Jesus allows you to shine, brother. You shine it very well. Amazing work as always. Thank you so much, Mario. I appreciate you. Always in the chat, always supporting. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, man. All right, let's see if his connection is better. We'll give him one more chance.
Yeah, hello. Is it good now?
I think so.
Yeah, so you're saying that Jesus is God, but it says in Mark 13:32, but about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. So if Jesus was God, I think, you know, Jesus would know everything, no? Like, he'll know the time, he'll know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the scripture, it's clear that Jesus and God is two different people.
Yeah, we would agree that they're two distinct persons, but no, I don't agree that that means he doesn't know the hour. He is speaking
So what the fuck does it mean then?
Yeah, bro, can you not curse?
All right.
Bro, what's up with your algo today, bro?
I don't know, man. These people
What's it mean then, though?
crazy.
Because obviously, if you never knew the time, then
Yeah,
he's
did
not
you
God,
did you
because
just
God's
stop
meant
at
to
verse? Just curious. Did you read the chapter at all? Like, or did you just read the one verse? Was that the only
It's
verse
just
you
that
read?
Bro, it's just that one verse that we need to focus on.
Right, but you understand. You know what context means?
Okay, go on. You read it then.
Do you know what context means?
Yes, I know what he means, but if you want to read it, go on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me give you the context, bro, because clearly,
go on.
like, you just read one verse or you heard somebody. You probably actually, I would put money that you didn't even read the verse. You heard someone else talking about the verse. That's probably what actually happened. So yeah. So look, the context of it starts with a question what the disciples ask in verse 4. And he says, tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the sign when all these things will be fulfilled? And then Jesus goes on for 30-something, 20-something verses of telling things that are going to happen, like literally predicting the future that he knows that no one else knows, okay? Then he gets to verse 32, the one that you're in question. He says, but of that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels, nor the Son, but only the Father. Now, we don't stop there. He continues on. He says, take heed, watch and pray, for you do not know when the time is. He's speaking to his disciples still, right? This is the verse later. D, are you focused? Are you listening?
Bro, I'm waiting for you to open your mouth.
Yeah. You didn't hear anything I just said?
I just heard. Bro, I'm still waiting for you to talk.
You didn't hear anything I just said. I was just speaking for like 30 seconds.
I don't know if you need hearing aids, but I just said I heard what you said. I'm waiting for you to finish off.
Thank you. So I asked you a question. So if you heard me, he's still speaking to his disciples when he says, take heed, watch and pray, for you do not know when the time is. Right?
Okay, even though you never asked me that, but okay, go on.
Yes, I did ask you that. Is he talking to the disciples? Yes or no?
Okay, continue.
I didn't get a yes or no.
Well, if you heard me correctly, I said yes. And the second time I said, okay, continue.
Thank you very much. Verse 34, it is like a man going to a far country who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to each his work and commanded the doorkeeper to watch. All right, so now Jesus is giving an analogy. In this analogy, who are the servants and the doorkeepers?
I don't know, you tell me.
He just told the doorkeeper to watch. In the previous verse, he just told the disciples to watch. Who are the doorkeepers?
You tell me.
Oh my God, bro. If this is not something you can comprehend, then there's no point in having this conversation. He just told the disciples to watch in verse 33, then goes into a parable about doorkeepers watching that are being commanded to watch. just like Jesus commanded the disciples to watch. Who are the doorkeepers in this analogy?
The disciples, I don't
Thank
know.
you very much. Wow, that wasn't very difficult. Yes, the doorkeepers are the disciples. Watch, therefore, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming, in the evening, at night, at the crowing of the rooster, or in the morning. Now, when they were talking about the hour, they were talking about the second coming of Christ, right?
No, they wasn't.
What hour does he say that he does not know, that you were bringing up in verse 32?
Talking about the time.
The time of what?
Just the time in general.
The time of what? What? They were asking what time it is? That's what it was said? He said, hey, Jesus, what time is it right now? And he didn't know? That's what the context was? That's what you think the context is?
You're just making stuff up, bro. You're so ignorant.
I'm making stuff up? Bro, you don't know what verse 32 is talking about?
Anyways,
dude, be serious, bro. Say wallahi, you don't know what verse 32 is talking about as far as the hour. Say wallahi.
26:39 Matthew says Jesus.
Say wallahi, I don't know what the hour is. I don't know what it means. Say wallahi, say it.
The Father is greater than I. Like,
yeah, now he goes to another one. Bro, get the hell off the stage, bro. There's no way, man. These people are real human beings. They actually think this is doing something. There's absolutely no way. He saw what was happening. He saw that it's the master that is coming back. This is the same hour that he's talking about. So what does this mean? If the disciples are told to watch and they're the doorkeepers that are in the analogy, and we're talking about the hour of Jesus coming back, that means Jesus is the master in the analogy. Are you going to tell me that the master has no idea when he's going to come back? Or better yet, a better question, who tells the master when to go back? Who tells him? Who decides that for the master? No one, because he's the master. The hell?
Yeah.
So he does know the hour. He's just telling his disciples he's not going to tell them. That's all it means.
Appreciate that, Miklo.
Holy
Yeah,
crap,
they it doesn't matter what you say to them, bro. They're just inept people, bro.
It's just dumb, bro.
Hello.
What's up? Thank you, Miklo. Appreciate it.
I just wanted to drop in, just make a quick point, if I may.
What faith are you?
I am an atheist, and I'm just going to say atheism predates theism scientifically. Thank you.
Okay. Can you prove that?
That's what you're gonna say?
I don't need to prove it. Science is proving it.
You don't need to prove it, so that sounds like you can't actually defend your position, bro. You look even dumb. You look dumb as hell right now.
Bro, look, he left.
And he left. He thought he did something. Like, in his mind, he thought this was gonna be like a mic drop, like end of a movie moment. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's looking at him like, okay, go ahead, defend it. And he runs. He runs. It's been proven scientifically, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. Look, he's back. Let's see if he can defend his faith. Let's see if he can defend it. Defend your position, bro.
You have anything to say after that? But okay.
I'm waiting for you to back up your claim. There's nothing to say. People can, bro. I can make claims of flying saucers all day long. It doesn't matter if I can't back it up.
Churches, do you see any other animal in the animal kingdom building churches?
Do you see any other animal having rationality like humans?
Homo sapiens.
Wait, what?
Humane.
What?
Homo sapiens. That's what we are. Homo sapiens. Great apes.
Okay. Do you see any other animal having the rationality that we do?
Do I see any other animals with empathy?
Now he's going to repeat my question like he can't hear. Yes. Do you see any other animal having rationality like we do?
Yes.
Who? Give me what's an animal?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, dogs.
Dogs. So can dogs do algebra like humans?
They don't need to. They live side by side humanely.
Can they do algebra like humans can?
They don't have to.
What was that, bro? What was that? Why did you just exhale like that?
They don't have to.
What was that?
The way that we survive.
Can dogs do? Is it that difficult of a question? Can dogs do algebra? Can dogs do algebra like humans can? Thank you for the money gun. Appreciate it, Frostbite. You already know the right time to send these money guns, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. W Frostbite in the chat for the money gun, man. I appreciate it. So hey, let me ask you something. Can dogs comprehend the concept of a money gun on TikTok? Can they do that?
No, but they can observe.
No,
it
they
in-
can't. So they
while-
don't.
whilst
So
they're
that
streaming like
means
you
they
can.
don't have
Oh,
the
look.
same rationality as a human, do you? Hey, look
Why
at
are you
this.
barking?
Now he's barking like a dog. Bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the money gun. This guy thought he was so smart, and now he's reduced himself to like barking like a dog. Literally reduced
I have a
himself.
question for him.
Because
Wait,
I
so
wouldn't know to
so
whether to
home,
run away or to fight.
home, just relax
That's
a
a
second.
fight or
Let's
flight response that you
okay,
just
okay,
executed.
home, just stop for a second. So you think a dog carries the same rationale? Mind you, dogs when they throw up on the ground, they return and they eat their vomit because they're hungry. So you
Some do.
think that you think that dogs have the same
Some
level of
humans eat their
ration?
own vomit
Listen
too
to the
when
question
they
so you can
vomit
know.
out their drugs.
Listen to the question so you
Yeah.
can know how to respond. You think dogs have the same rationale as humans, and what is your basis for that?
Empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do
How
I
does
need
that
to say
answer my
more?
question?
Human infers humane. What is humane? Define
What does
humane.
empathy have to, hold on a second. What does empathy have to do with reasoning faculties, with rationale?
Don't just word salad me.
I'm not word, what are you, I'm not word salading you.
Bro,
I'm asking you
there's
to
no
justify your
way,
answer.
bro.
Paraphrase
There's
what
no
you
way,
just
bro.
said
There's
in
no way you believe.
in a legible way.
Hey, home. There's no way you actually believe in what you're saying right now, dude. You got to be a
What do you
troll.
mean?
There's
Do
no
you
way,
see
bro. There's
any
no way you're a real
turkeys
human.
anywhere
Hey,
else?
thank you for the money gun. Hey, we
Octopuses?
gotta. Hey, listen, home. I know you sound like
Octopi?
you might be a racist, but here, let's just. I'm gonna have to play a little copyright for you, bro. Here we go. He might get cringy a little bit. He sounds like one of those Caucasians that do. Thank you for the money gun, and we're in the copyright with Frostbite. Appreciate it, home. You like Young Dolph, bro? Thank you so much for the money gun, Frostbite. W Frostbite in the chat. He knows the right timing to send these gifts, man, for sure. Oh man.
Wait, so home, I'm curious. So do you think like a dog and a human being are on the same level?
Are you a beast?
No.
So did you just call me a human?
Are you okay? Like honestly, man,
I
I'm
infer
asking you
that
a
I'm
pretty
humane.
straightforward
Yes,
question.
I'm a humanistic. I'm a humanistic Homo sapien. I'm a human. Yes.
Okay, so you're a
I'm
proponent
humane.
of evolution.
What?
Are you a proponent of evolution?
Am I a proponent of evolution? What are you saying?
No, man.
What are you, bro? I need you to answer this question.
Do I subscribe to the notion of evolution? Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I'm a scientific atheist. What do you think?
Okay, no problem. Home, just relax, dude. I'm trying to have a conversation
You're
with you.
answering your own questions.
So you're are you so you're an empiricist then? Really? Essentially, right?
I'm an empiricist. No. No.
Okay, so do you verify information only based on what you can see? Because most proponents of evolution are. That's why I'm trying to ask you questions so I can understand your worldview. So do you only base reality based on what you can see? Is this why you're a proponent of evolution?
No. Do you know what modal logic is?
Oh my god,
Bro,
bro.
can you
It's going into modal logic, bro.
Shining in Australia right now.
Home, please listen to me. I'm trying to be as simple as possible. What is your basis for why you base evolution, like that whole situation? Why do you base that to be true? Is it empiricism?
No, because we can watch viruses evolve over time under a microscope.
Yes, that's empiricism, my friend. Okay, so here's the question.
That's an aspect of empiricism.
Okay, no problem. So here's the question I'm going to ask you. When a virus mutates to whatever, let's say COVID-19, we have different strains of COVID-19. Do you think that that's evidence of evolution?
Do you think that it's not?
No, and I'm going to explain to you why. There's a distinction
go ahead.
between there's a distinction between what you would understand to be macroevolution and microevolution. I don't have a problem with adaptation, but here's the thing that you need to realize: when COVID-19 mutates into another strain, is it still a virus? Why is this a hard question?
Yeah, every time he gets to a hard question, he does a deep exhale.
Jarring question. Why ask such a redundant thing? Is a virus
Because I'm asking you because you came.
Yes, a virus is still a virus.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so where's the evolution of it, bro? What the
Right.
hell?
So evolution posits that we were all some type of single-celled organism, and over millions of years we evolved into what we are now.
Billions.
Billions, whatever. But there's no evidence of that, because even the evidence that you gave to prove evolution is really
Oh,
no
there's
more.
no
Just
evidence.
relax, relax, relax.
So, so the fact that they reverse
It's really no
engineered
more.
chicken's
It's
DNA to
okay.
have
I'm gonna mute you. Just take a sip of water. The evidence you gave me is
drown
adaptation.
yourself.
It's not Darwinian evolution. So let's try again. Can you give me another example? Can you substantiate what you're
Okay,
saying in
okay.
reality?
Can you stop talking then? Goofy man. Fuck's sakes. Listen,
All right,
right?
man. Go
They
ahead.
have
Get
reversed
down, bro. Get down,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, get out of here, man. My God. Thanks for the clip. My God, man.
Bro, get out of here, bro. This dude came in, was like, man, I'm gonna have a great moment, and I'm just gonna say a little mic drop. Didn't work, and then he comes up here and gets to the point of him barking like a dog, acting like an absolute
He
moron, dude.
literally barked like a dog,
He was
bro. Like, that's crazy.
like, bro, thank you so much for the super chat. Not the super chat. Sorry, the money gun. I'm trying to pick and see what we doing right now, man. What we got to do for another copyright, man. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do some more future. Thank you so much for the money gun frostbite. W frostbite in the chat. Somebody said it's Bear Trap Studios. Bear Trap Studios is funny, bro. Oh man, thank you. And we got another money gun from Miklo. Thank you so much.
Damn, son, where did you find this?
W everybody in the chat sending all the gifts. And we got more super chats coming in as well. Thank you so much. Another money gun from Miklo. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got to do something else now. Oh man, 21 Savage. Thank you everybody with the gifts. We got super chats also coming in. So W Jimmy Harrison, W Art Beats Music, WE8715, and Mr. Gabe as usual.
Best one in live on YouTube and TikTok.
Appreciate it, Miklo. Several money guns, several galaxies. Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And just to let you guys know, all of these coins that come in, everything gets reinvested right back into this. This is how I get my edits out. This is how I do all that. So thank you so much for everybody showing love with the gifts. All right, it goes right back into creating content. So really, really appreciate you guys. Yeah, we got to do this 21 Savage. I mean, you already know. That one probably hits close to home from you. Thank you so much. And then Jimmy Harrison, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Best morning live ever. Thank you so much. Art Beats Music. Can we invite Christian Prince as well with Amin? Man, that would be amazing if we did a live with Christian Prince. E8715. I've seen snippets of you cooking everyone on Instagram. Glad to have found your channel. Wayne and Dolph. Fire, by the way. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. And that's a first having somebody find me on Instagram, man. So I appreciate that. That means the content's going out. And Mr. Gabe, thank you so much. Atheist. We was bacteria and she. Yeah, bro. Like this whole idea that we were like this little microscopic like, I don't know, man. And then all of a sudden we evolved into like these
And
rational
then we just
beings.
turned into monkeys, and bro, it just makes no sense, bro.
And we
Like,
became
like
these.
literally, like, bro, you can't even prove it. Like, especially on their worldview, if they're empiricists, you only go based on what you see. Okay, well, can you point this? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Anyways.
At all. What's up, man?
Hey, how are y'all?
Good. What you got, man?
Good. I was wondering, do y'all affirm that perichoresis is doing explanatory work in your account of how the Trinity is compatible with divine simplicity?
That perichoresis is what? I didn't miss that second part.
If perichoresis is doing explanatory work in your account of how the Trinity is compatible with divine simplicity.
I mean, we believe in perichoresis. So yes, I mean, this is the explanation of the mutual indwelling within the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and not be contradictory to what we believe as far as them being distinct persons.
And does perichoresis introduce real distinctions in God, or are the distinctions it refers to merely conceptual or nominal?
No, it's real distinction still.
Real distinctions. And is perichoresis meant to explain the Trinity, or does it already presuppose the Trinity in order to
No,
function?
it's just a way of explaining how there can be a distinction between the persons, but they still mutually indwell because they have the same nature. That's all.
So is it?
It proves that
presupposing
it's
the
not
Trinity or
illogical. Bro, it's an explanation on how the Trinity is not illogical. So yes, you will only have a conversation about the perichoresis if you're talking about the LPT or something about the Trinity or having an explanation of the Trinity. So yes.
I understand, but like, see, where my argument is if perichoresis neither introduces a real distinction nor provides an explanatory priority, then what exactly does it explain that cannot be explained by simply asserting the Trinity as a brute fact?
Bro, we're not explaining the Trinity as a brute fact when we're talking about perichoresis, bro. Like it seems like you're having.
What's the difference
It seems.
between a brute fact of you asserting?
Do you know what a brute
asserting
fact
Trinity as
is? What's a brute
Yes,
fact to you?
absolutely.
Go ahead. What's
Yes,
a brute fact?
absolutely. So a brute fact is a fact that has no explanation and is accepted as foundational.
Okay, exactly. Where do you get that we
So I'm
believe?
asking
Hold on. Now, I want to understand what you're saying because I don't understand where you're getting all of this from. It sounds like you're feeding off of a conversation I never had. So
Yeah,
where are
it's a
you?
category. I don't know what he's doing.
Where are you getting that we believe the Trinity is a brute fact? Where are you getting that
All
from?
right, so this is where I'm getting it at. My whole thing is that I don't believe that perichoresis can be used as an explanatory work.
So you're not going to answer my question. What did you mean by we say the Trinity is we believe the Trinity is a brute fact?
Yeah, because if perichoresis explains nothing and merely restates the Trinity, then the Trinity is a brute fact.
No, bro. We don't ground the Trinity by saying perichoresis. Therefore, Trinity is true. Perichoresis is just an explanation of how the Trinity wouldn't be illogical to have three distinct persons, yet they mutually indwell with each other. But bro, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Movement.
Right, so
Are you wait?
yeah,
hold
this
on,
is
hold on, wait,
this is
stop,
light
stop,
work.
hold
This is
on,
light
hold
work. So
on.
the real
This
distinction
is
that you're
light
mentioning-
work, bro.
This is light work. This is the real
Bro, the delusion. He doesn't even know what the hell he's saying, bro.
That's why I'm talking to you, Bear.
Movement.
I've already
Hold
cooked.
on.
I've already cooked. I mean, on this topic.
Movement.
Bear.
You cooked me?
Yeah, I've already cooked you on this topic.
When?
So Bear.
Hold on.
I can show you the clip. I got the clip. But anyway, hey Bear.
Hold
stop.
on.
Hey, stop.
Dude, I'm about to just mute you, dude. It's just getting dumb.
Bro, stop interrupting my discussion with Bear.
When we had a conversation on this,
this is completely rude for you to interject while I'm having a conversation.
Well, man, you sound like don't be feminine, bro. Just respond, man.
No,
Yeah,
I
bro,
just want to have some decorum.
relax.
I just want to have some decorum. That's
Yeah,
all.
if you want to have if you want to have decorum, lead by example. Now
Exactly. So you shouldn't be rude and interject.
All right, so I'm just gonna mute you one more time. I need you to take a deep
Yo,
breath.
just because y'all panicking don't mean y'all gotta
I need you
mute
to
me,
take
man.
a deep breath.
Yeah, go on
take a sip
YouTube.
of
You see me
water.
panicking, bro. I'm shivering right now.
Yeah,
No,
just
Bear, I think you're
relax.
fine. I think your boy is over here panicking because I already handled him. I already drug him by his locks. But like I said,
What?
Okay.
But
Can
like I
you
said,
explain to me? Can you,
Bro, he
explain
thinks
to
you're
me-
life. Yo, he said by his locks. He thinks you're
no,
life,
I don't
bro.
think he's life. I know the difference between him and life.
Oh, he thinks. I'm like, I never had a conversation with you before. What
No,
are you talking about?
I know.
He thinks
Yeah, I've
he thinks
seen
you're
you on
life,
other
bro.
Muslim panels, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm
You never
not
had a
life.
conversation with me.
I'm
I
not
know
life.
you're not life. I already know that. Look,
Then
there
why'd
y'all
you
go
say dragging him
presupposing
by
again.
his locks? Why did you
Y'all
say that?
presuppose- y'all
Why did you say he
presupposing that
had
just like y'all
locks, bro?
presupposed the
Why did
Trinity.
you say he has locks? Why'd you say that?
Why does Jesus have locks? Does Jesus have dreadlocks?
This guy wants to change the topic, and he thinks he's bacon when he changes the topic.
All right, bro, get out of here. Get out of here.
He thinks he's cooking right now when he changes the topic. This is what they all do, bro. Insult, change the topic, or just completely go on a Waffle House. That's it. And they think they're cooking when they do all three of those things, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. The hell is he talking about, dude?
Your algo today is absolutely
Wild, bro. Wild. So what he was trying to say was he said that we believe the Trinity is a brute fact. Where do you get that from? Well, because you guys use the perichoresis to explain it. How does that conclude
How does that
we
follow?
believe that the Trinity is a brute fact, bro? So Tawheed is a so they just take Tawheed as a brute fact too, then, right? When they try to explain Tawheed. Bro, this guy can't be real.
Like, like God is a universal or something? Like, what is he
No, I
saying?
think
Like, I
what
don't even
he's
understand what he's saying.
it sounds like he's stemming from another conversation that didn't happen, or maybe it happened with someone else, but it didn't happen with me or you. And he's trying to stem off of it.
Yeah.
And maybe someone tried to say, well, perichoresis absolutely proves that the Trinity is a fact objectively. But we just use the perichoresis to prove that it's not a logical contradiction for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit to mutually indwell and still be distinct persons, bro. Like, there's no issue with that.
Yeah,
What an
he
idiot,
literally
bro.
was spurting out. That was pretty bad.
Dude's a moron, bro. Absolute moron. He wants to come back up.
I mean, he can. Like, if he can actually
Look at home in the
make a
comments.
coherent
Look at home in the
sentence.
comments,
Yeah.
still going R4.
Yeah,
Bro, this
hopefully-
guy
hopefully y'all
completely
don't try to
this guy
misrepresent
completely mutated into an animal, bro, after that conversation, bro. This is insane, man. We're seeing evolution happen right now. What's up, man?
So I hope y'all don't try to misrepresent me. What I asked you was, what is the difference between perichoresis presupposing the Trinity and you just and someone just saying that the Trinity is the Trinity because it's a
Okay,
proof
that's
fact?
your problem. You keep saying perichoresis presupposes the Trinity. Like, I'm not
Right.
understanding that.
It
It's like a non
presupposes. Yeah.
sequitur.
No problem.
Explain that.
No problem. So for perichoresis to work, it's by necessity, it needs distinct persons for it to even explain anything.
No, that's not true.
So how is there a
Even
mutual
because I'm
indwelling
about
without
to
distinct persons?
explain. I'm gonna explain it.
All right.
Even within the incarnation, that's a form of perichoresis. Did you know that? But we don't say that Jesus is two persons.
I'm still waiting for you to explain to me how perichoresis doesn't.
I don't
need
even think he knows what
distinct
perichoresis
persons.
is, bro. I don't even think he
just
knows what it is.
refuted your claim.
No, you didn't.
You just said that perichoresis presupposes distinct persons, correct?
Exactly. Because it's a mutual
Okay,
indwelling.
So all he has to do is show you an example where
exactly.
that is not the case and it's still perichoresis. And he just did that. And I don't think you know what perichoresis is. Don't
He
just
doesn't know what
just by the fact that you didn't even understand what he just did, like you don't understand what it is, I don't think, bro.
No, honestly, I think you abandoned the historic function of perichoresis because perichoresis, by definition, is a mutual indwelling.
Does the Son, is the Son two persons?
How is mutuality? How is it impossible without numerical plurality?
Is the Son two persons?
Is the Son two persons?
Now he's stuck.
Yeah, I mean that's your paradigm. I mean, you believe that
Okay,
Jesus
perichoresis is in our perichoresis is in our paradigm, right?
Yeah, perichoresis is in your paradigm. Yes.
Okay, so we're still within our paradigm, and I'm asking you, within our paradigm, is the Son two persons?
No, you don't believe that the Son is two persons.
Okay, is there a form of perichoresis in the incarnation?
It doesn't only involve himself.
Oh,
So yes,
so
if
then
there
you
is a
just
form.
refuse.
There,
So
there,
then you
it
just
doesn't
refuted
only
yourself.
No, you sound so
So then
dumb,
you
bro.
just refuted
It still
yourself.
has
If you
two.
just
It still
Literally
has
just
distinct
refuted
persons.
yourself, bro.
He can't have the
if you
incarnation without the Father, so it still presupposes the Trinity.
if you
What are you
just
talking about?
if you just conceded that the
What?
person of the Son is not two persons, yet there's still a form of perichoresis in the incarnation, then it doesn't follow that that perichoresis presupposes distinct persons.
No, it's me pointing out the illogicity in it because
You just
no,
refuted yourself.
You're proving my point. Because the Son is one person, your point doesn't follow because you still need the Father for that perichoresis. You're talking about an incarnation and you're trying to make it seem like to your audience that it's only Jesus,
My
not the
audience,
Father, not the Holy Spirit having to do anything
Mootman,
with this, only the
Mootman,
Son.
didn't you just say that?
And the
Isn't
incarnation
your
does not only
argument?
involve the Son.
Mootman, I need you to relax. Didn't you just state initially the whole premise of your claim is that perichoresis presupposes distinct persons?
Yes.
Okay. The person of the Son, is he one or two persons? And now he's gone.
Oh no, my bad. And in this context, he would be two persons.
Now he's changing his argument. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about it's regarding to the context.
All right, bro. Go down. Go read a book. Yeah. Let's get somebody else up here,
These
bro.
people, these
This is
people learn like new terms, and they think they're like, oh yeah, we're about to cook on this, and then they
my
expose
God,
themselves
bro.
and not even knowing what they're talking about, bro. Like, not even using these terms right. What's up? What's up, Pablo? Bro, this guy home, bro. You got this guy. Like, this guy is beside himself. He's not even like a real person anymore, bro. He's completely manifested into something different, bro. This guy can't even control himself right now. He's in the comment section just acting like an absolute buffoon, bro.
Who?
That dude home, dude.
Oh my God, he's still here.
Bro, he's in the comments and he's requesting up. He's definitely not coming back up. But bro, this guy, it hasn't left. He's just been he's internally having a meltdown. And it's coming off as like him joking around in the comments saying this, but he's having an episode right now, bro. It's like, it's really bad, bro. You shattered his whole, like, I don't know, his whole worldview, man. I don't know, man. He's going through something right now. Gotta pray for him.
Because you running around trying to play.
What's up, Everett?
Trying to play.
Everett, you're live. Everett, you're live. You're live. Everett. All right, man. We're about to give this kid a pow, man. This kid sound like he being bad as hell. All right, guys, don't forget to hit my beautiful wife a follow, Peace Apologetics, on TikTok. And don't forget to sub to her YouTube channel as well. She should be going live a little bit later today. We had a late start this morning. Actually, after the live yesterday, I wasn't feeling too good. And like slept like during the day. I never take naps during the day, especially during the week, man. I was knocked out yesterday, middle of the day. But I'm feeling a little bit better this morning. It is still really cold. It has to be cold where you're at too. I mean, but oh my gosh, bro, it's been so cold, man. It's like you don't even want to leave the house. But
Yeah, it's extreme, bro. We had that winter storm situation I was telling you about, bro.
yeah,
I
we
had
did
to
too.
buy
Right
those.
afterwards, though, we were given like freeze warnings and stuff. There's parts of like Florida that were gonna snow. They said it's crazy.
Yeah, we had to get those faucet cover things. So I was in Home Depot, and bro, people were like freaking losing their mind. They're like, "You need to get 4." I was like, "But I only have 2 faucets." I'm like, bro, just it's not that serious, bro.
Well, people here in Florida, bro, we went to a
But
gas station. There were like gas stations out of gas, bro, because they thought like
bro, it wasn't even that
it
serious,
wasn't
bro.
that deep, bro. We had it just got really cold, bro. That's it. It just was just really cold. And for us, bro, like you guys probably had it worse. For us, it
Yeah,
dropped down to 32. Like, bro,
yeah.
32 is a regular winter day in the Northeast, bro. Like over
It was
here in
like
Florida,
60 or
we was
something.
like, and I think in the middle of the night it may have dropped below to like the 20s, but still, bro, like 20 something is like normal for some states, man.
This guy is still, bro. Bro, look what he said. He said, "I'll take my W and leave." Bro, please post it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it for you.
Who said
Matter
that?
of fact, let me write down today the Moopman dude. Let me write down, bro. I got Home the Sovereign. I'm clipping you. The Satan guy. I'm clipping that dude, and now I got Moopman. I'm clipping him too, bro. Like people don't and this is just because this is not something that's talked about, but if you understand what perichoresis means, yes, you can apply it to the hypostatic union, to the incarnation of Christ, because all it means is just like a type of, he said it correctly, like a mutual indwelling, but it's still one person. Like the divine and the human natures, they're united. There's no division, there's no separation, there's no confusion, but they're both in one person. This is why we don't say there's 2 persons. So that's a form of perichoresis. Like he
Yeah,
just doesn't know what it actually
he
means.
doesn't
That's the
know what
problem.
perichoresis is, bro. He's just
Baked
regurgitating
himself.
the definition, but he doesn't know what it actually is. Casey, yo, Bear, pull up to Toronto someday. I would love to go to Toronto, man. I would love to go to Toronto. I heard it's such a
Toronto
dope
be
city.
getting like negative degrees in Toronto,
Yeah,
bro.
we're definitely not pulling up right now. Definitely not doing that. But in the summertime, when y'all got that nice weather, then then we'll pull up, But yeah, I would love to pull up to Toronto, man. Always wanted to go. Seems like a nice city. My brother went over there. That's how he proposed to his wife in Toronto, like 2 weeks before I proposed to peace. He said it was dope city, man. All right, and we know we got friends in Toronto as well. What's up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so I'm not disagreeing. I just have a question. Like, what do most people say about John? Like the first chapter of John, like John 1:1, the word was God. You know what I mean? Like, do you bring that up, or what do people say against that? Because that's what I was trying to tell somebody, and I don't remember what they said, but
yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, sometimes I bring it up.
Oh yeah, because and then it says like the word became flesh.
All right, man. All right, bro. Have a good day, man. Oh man,
What was his question?
I don't know, bro. He's trying to debate. And he doesn't know how to refute people when they refute him on John 1:1. What's up?
What up?
What up?
Gnarly dude.
Dude. What faith are you?
Yo, how do I leave this chat, man? I just want to say what's up, bro. Good morning, man. God bless you, bro. I know you don't got it, but take care, bro.
Appreciate it, gang. God bless you, bro. Bro, somebody was talking about Chicago. I love Chicago, man. Chicago is one of my favorite cities, man. I used to have, when I was in real estate, I used to have some properties over there. And
A word?
Yeah, right on Wells Street in Old Town, bro. And I don't know if you ever been to Chicago before?
Yeah, I stayed there for a little bit. I was on Mag Mile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had my
Yeah, it was
properties.
nice.
They were all like, I had these beautiful like properties right on Wells Street in Old Town. And it's like, bro, like literally like with the patio, like overlooking the city and everything. So nice, man. And yeah, you just go downstairs and you're literally like, there's bars and restaurants and yeah, it's nice, bro. And then what's the other area too
Yeah.
that is near like the northern part of like downtown where it has like those bougie restaurants? It's like not too far from there too. So, but yeah, Chicago is dope, man. I love that city.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Chicago, I mean, I'm not being like, but it's just something that I just noticed, bro. Like
It's just
people
hood
there are
sometimes.
just so, bro.
Bro, you were
Yes,
I know
bro.
what part of Chicago you were at, bro.
Dude.
The part of Chicago I was, because I thought like I'm not from there and anything. I only was there because of the business. And I
Yeah.
went there and I expected kind of the same thing, but the area where I was, bro, it was just all kinds of white folk, bro. Like I would like, they had like these nice little breakfast spots that you could sit. I went in when it was nice weather, and you could sit outside and
Yeah.
like have breakfast. And I'm seeing people walk their dogs, and it's like, bro, I'm the only like minority right now. You know what I mean? Like, so they got their whole little section where they are, and you feel safe. But then when you go towards like, because I had to go to like the Walmart in Cicero and everything, and like, oh yeah, okay, this is where the Hispanics are. This is where the black people are. You start to see the demographic and the properties change a little bit, if you know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, North Side. That's what I'm talking about. Solo Logic, North Side.
Yeah, bro. We got on the train at I forgot what station we was at, but it was the Red Line, and they were doing like some kind of like parade or something. So everybody was just like everything was getting rerouted, like the buses and the trains. And bro, I literally saw this person get on the train, and somebody else on the train literally grabbed them and throw them off and said it's too full. Bro, I was like, hey man, I gotta get out this city, bro.
Hey, let me get out of
Like
this plane, man. I'm about to
the
die.
the only thing I think was the only thing I liked about Chicago, like really, really liked, Garrett's was cool, like the popcorn, famous
Oh yeah,
popcorn.
yeah.
And
Those that was really good. If you guys don't know, like
Garrett,
they have like really good like gourmet popcorn and stuff like that. Yeah, it's good. And they have them at the airport too, so you can like pull up and actually get some at the airport. What's up, Cash?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Am I allowed to ask a question outside of the topic, or should I just get off of here?
Are you a Christian?
I am a Christian.
I mean, if you need help with something, you can ask a question.
Are you Eastern Orthodox? Is kind of like a. Are you
Yes.
Eastern Orthodox?
Yes.
So why have you come to that conclusion? Is my question would be.
Because I just followed I just wanted to prove Christianity epistemically. So when I follow the history, it leads to that this is the original church.
Like, what are some key points, some key reasons why?
I mean, if we follow what the church fathers taught, and where they get their teachings from, like for example, just looking at the Trinity, right? We get the grounding of the Trinity through the church fathers, like the philosophy of it. And then when I see the philosophy of the Trinity grounded in the 4th century, I also see that it's not possible that the filioque can be true either. So that eliminates now Roman Catholicism. And then that would only lead to Eastern Orthodoxy, as far as the continuity of the church fathers and how Christianity was grounded, not just by the Bible, but through the church fathers and their councils. It just epistemically just leads to Eastern Orthodoxy.
Okay, so would you say the papacy, the papacy now, not the papacy then, because I know the papacy is biblical, but the papacy that it has become, you would say you disagree with?
I mean, yeah, it was innovated. I mean, the fact that they were the way they justify adding to the creed of the Second Ecumenical Council without a council was due to the papacy. That was their justification. But we don't see any grounding of the papacy having that type of authority. We would agree that Rome and even Constantinople had certain special privileges due to their political influence and where they were located. But that doesn't mean that they can single-handedly override a council. They had certain appeal authority, like if two jurisdictions were disagreeing, Rome can appeal over them, or Constantinople versus vice versa. But that doesn't mean that they can completely change a creed that was established in an ecumenical council on their own. And that's what ended up happening.
So they used the supremacy of the Pope to basically change.
To justify it, yeah. To justify their changing of the creed, yeah.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right.
Yeah, that's a really good question. If you guys want to know more about Orthodoxy, definitely don't hesitate to hit one of us up in the DMs or come to Bears Live. We do rooms quite often in there. You can ask us more questions.
Yeah, in the Discord for sure. What's up, Q?
Hey, how's it going? So I noticed it says Jesus is God. I was wondering how you guys negate John chapter 20, verse 17, where Jesus states that his God is our God.
Yeah, so that would be in reference to his human nature. So because he is a human and God is the God of all flesh, then it's a true statement for him to say that he has a God. But did you keep reading by chance? Did you keep reading that chapter? Or did you just stop at...
Yes, no, I've read the whole Bible.
You did. So let me ask you this. Since you asked me a question, let me ask one right back, if that's okay. So when Thomas says in verse 28, my Lord and my God to Jesus, what do you think he means by that?
Well, so in that one specifically, and in many others also, if you go to the original Greek, and I know it's the cliche, hey, you got to go to the Greek, but if you actually do, you'll realize that early translators, whatever king appointed them to translate these scriptures, erroneously add the word Lord to God. So anytime theos is present in the Greek for the New Testament specifically, they literally erroneously add the word for Lord to it.
Then why don't you just show me the Greek of this verse in verse 28?
How am I supposed to do that?
You don't think we have the Greek? You think the Greek is lost or something?
Well, pull it up, host. You're the one with the platform.
Well, you're the one making the claim that this is a change, dude.
Oh, now you're
there is
mad
a change.
because
Not mad at all. You're the one that's making the claim that this is an addition to a translation. So if it's a problem with the translation, why don't you just show us the original Greek, since you know that it's not in the original Greek?
You have Google now, so you have access to a lexicon.
Okay, so have you seen the original Greek in this?
I have. I've studied many of these.
And you're saying that it doesn't say my Lord and my God?
I'm saying that many times when they say the
I
word God,
don't want to hear about many times. This verse specifically, are you saying that it doesn't say my Lord and my God?
Well, for me to attest that with certainty, I'd have to pull it up. But
so you're not certain.
Every single verse that I've looked up that
So,
has
so
this.
being that you
Listen,
said, in
listen.
order for me to attest this with
Every
certainty, means you don't have certainty, correct?
listen.
Just to
Every
clarify.
single one. So to be certain, every single one that I have looked up, where it says Lord and God, and they try to confound the two, they erroneously add one or the other. That is for certain. Every single one that I've looked up.
Read, bro. Read. This is the Greek.
Okay.
Answered Thomas and said to him, the Lord of me and the God of me, which translates
Okay,
to
so-
my Lord and my God.
Okay, and the Father and the Son are also synonymous. So how could he not be speaking of
Brother,
both
I'm
Joseph?
asking when Thomas is speaking, this is when Thomas sees the wounds of Jesus' hands. And he gets on his knees and he says, my Lord and my God, in reference to Jesus. So explain that. What does Thomas mean by this? Now that we clarified that this is not a translation problem, this is in the original Greek, all the other stuff that you were yapping about, this doesn't apply to this verse. Now explain what this verse means. Go ahead.
I couldn't tell you exactly.
Thank you very much.
What Thomas meant.
So is it fair to say that being that this says this about 11 verses later, that it's fair to say that maybe your translation of 2017 or your interpretation of 2017 may be wrong, maybe just an assumption on your end without actually getting the context as to what's being discussed?
Well, you even stated yourself that while he's in his human nature, he does not have certain qualities that God has. So
No, when did I
would
say that?
mean well, you said in his human nature that he has a God.
Correct. Does that mean he lost his divine nature?
Well, guess what? The Most High
Does
God never has a God.
does that mean he lost his divine nature?
Does that mean that the Most High God has a God
So you're not
now?
going to answer the question. Does
You
that
didn't answer my
mean
question.
that he doesn't have a divine nature now?
No, the angels are divine. The angels are even divine.
Yeah,
So
but
what
I'm
are you
talking
trying to
about the
get at
divine.
here?
I'm talking about the divine nature that we claim that he has, which is the same
Just
one as the
because
Father.
angels are divine doesn't make the
Q, you're
angels
doing
God.
it. This is an internal critique, correct?
You won't even answer my question.
Is this an internal critique?
It's a debate.
Due to an internal critique on your end from one of our verses, right?
Yeah, and then your statement
And
is
in your
saying
in
that
this
while he's
debate
in his
and
human
in this
nature,
debate and
he
in
does
this debate
not
you're
have
trying
the
to point
qualities of
out
God.
and in this debate you're trying to point out an incoherency in our paradigm,
No,
right?
yes, yes, I
Thank
am.
you. So this is an internal critique. Now, you're saying in our paradigm, we believe Jesus has two natures. You're saying that just because I said in 2017, in his human nature, he has a God. In that principle of operation, he has a God that he submits to, which would be the Father. You're saying that this would mean now that he
not the
does not
Most
have
High.
the same divine nature as the Father. That's your argument, correct?
That means that he's not the Most High God, is my argument.
Okay. And in reference to the fact that he doesn't share the same divine nature as the Father, right?
It's pretty simple. If you have a God, you can't
What?
be the
Can you
Most
repeat
High
back what I
God.
just asked you?
Can you answer my? Can you
Can you
actually
repeat back
acknowledge
my
what I'm
question?
saying?
Okay,
Because this is my thesis,
you're
bro.
Q. I don't think you're actually listening, dude. I don't think you're
I
listening.
don't think you are either.
Yeah, I actually steel
If
manned your
Jesus has a
position.
God, how
I
can he
actually,
be the Most High
hey,
God?
I'm gonna mute you now. I actually steel manned your position, and then I asked you a question to clarify, and you are not actually listening to the question. Bro, Google's not gonna help you right now, dude.
Are you, yeah, bro? Are you texting like Jabril or something, bro?
No, he's
You
on
gotta ask these
ChatGPT.
questions.
This ain't gonna help you, bro. Because what at the
No,
end of the
y'all are
day,
fucking slow because look, if
there it
Jesus has a
is.
God,
Sit down, dog. Sit down. And he saw
Why do
that
they do
comment.
this?
He saw that comment saying he's slow. He's responding to that comment too, bro. Even the chat sees you being absolutely dumb, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Like notice from all the people we talked to today, it's been the same thing, right? They come up and they think that they just have some profound argument. Then when we challenge them on their argument with a rebuttal, what do? They immediately manifest and start cursing us. It's like you didn't think to look up a possible rebuttal to your argument. You realize like that's how debate works. You can't just make an argument and just immediately think that it's like unbeatable. Like that's bro, you guys are it's insane,
It's
like,
insanity,
honestly.
bro. It's literal insanity. But you know that's where we're at, man. This is You know, hey man, does God have a God? How can he have a God? How can he have a God, bro? Yeah, but he didn't bother to think like he thinks that he's the first person to present this argument, bro. There's debates about this like constantly. You didn't know I was gonna say that's gonna be a reference to his human nature. You weren't ready for that. You weren't ready for verse 28. You weren't ready for that either. Let's bring it back up. Let's see what you guys say.
If you have a God, you can't be the Most High God. Pretty simple.
Says who?
Says the nature of the Most High God.
Wait, hold on. And where do you get that information from?
How are you going to be the Most High if someone's higher than you?
What does it mean to
fool?
be the Most High God?
It means that no one else is above you.
Okay, is the Father the Most High because of his divine nature, as far as who he is?
The Father is the Most High because he is the one who started everything.
Okay, great. So as long as you started everything, you're the Most High God, right?
He has no beginning, no end of days. There's many reasons. He's
So was I right
He's
in what I just
all-knowing.
said?
You're wrong. He's all knowing. That's
Oh
why
my
he's
God,
the
bro.
Most
You
High.
see, you're not actually listening. So if you started everything and created all things, then you are the Most High God, right?
That's one attribute that I mentioned out of a list of them.
Out of a list of them. Okay,
Omniscience,
so is it possible? Is it possible for you to create all things and not be the Most High God?
Look, it's not possible for you to be the Most High God
Is
if you're
it,
not
brother? Is it
all-knowing.
possible for you to
Listen.
create all things and not be the Most High God? Is
If
that
you're
possible?
not all-knowing, then you cannot
Look
be the Most
how
High
he doesn't
God,
want to answer
correct?
this question, dude.
Can you answer my question?
Q, is it possible for you to create
Oh my
all
God.
things and not be the Most High God?
I'm not answering that question. That's not
Because
the
it
question
cooks you, bro. Because it
No,
cooks
it
you.
doesn't
That's
cook
what it
me.
does.
It's because
So
I'm
then just
trying to
answer the
sit here and-
question. Then just answer the question. Is
You're a
it
fucking
possible?
idiot.
Exactly. Is it possible
Yeah,
for
well,
you
there
to
we go.
create all things and not be the Most High God?
Look, is it possible to be the Most High God and not know all things?
Take a seat, bro.
Yo.
Now he's gonna go into a different argument. What's up?
I just wanted to know why you think Islam is a red flag.
Are you Muslim?
Yeah.
Because when I ask Muslims when I ask them, like, how do you know this is true? They fall into some sort of fallacious reasoning.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a P with you. So, for all the viewers too, I'm not like 100%. Like I don't know all about Islam. I'm only a student.
Thank you
So
for being
like,
humble. Thank you for being humble, bro.
so I'm not gonna sit here like if I don't know the answer to your question, I'm gonna just say I don't know. But I'm not gonna say.
But
that
do you know?
doesn't mean
But do you at least know why you believe in Islam?
I have a couple of reasons.
Okay. So, do you have reasons to believe why it's true?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the reasons? Give me the best reason you have to believe that this is true.
The best reason. All right. So this is gonna sound straight out of a movie, but like, wallah, I'm not even like lying. I've seen Islam work in crazy ways in my life. I've
Okay.
seen God.
So,
work
brother,
in crazy ways in
let's
my life.
before you go down that whole tangent, okay? Christians can make the same claims, right? Christians can say,
yeah.
I saw Jesus, he said he was God, and he healed my mother, and my mother was about to die. Okay?
No, I'm not saying any of this is like
Okay.
fact. This is just why I believe
I got
it.
you. I got you, brother. I got you. So let me rephrase it. Do you have any reasons to believe that it's true, that is objective? That's not just something that that is subjective. I don't know if you know what these words mean, but subjective means like this is for example, you use your own personal experience to try to say that this is why you believe it's real.
Yeah.
But it doesn't prove Islam being true because
Mhm.
Christians can say the same thing, Jews can say the same thing, Hindus can say the
Mhm.
same thing, Satanists can say the same thing. All these people can say the same thing about their own experience as to why they believe it's true, but it doesn't prove it to be true. So what is a
Yeah.
good reason to believe, someone like me, that Islam is true?
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to give you the answer for that.
Okay, so that's why I have Islam as a red flag, because Muslims can't actually give a good answer to that.
Can you? What's the good reason that you're a Christian?
Well, yeah, because we can see historically that this is grounded in history.
Well, I mean, if we're going towards history, there's a lot of things in history that say Islam is true too. So
Like what?
like I'm saying, why? Like, is that history? You're using history as an example to say that.
Yeah,
Islam,
like for example, Islam says Jesus didn't die on the cross. Every credible historian, including atheist historians, would say that Jesus died on the cross. So that would be a blunder on the Quran's end as far as like history is concerned. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so then why should I believe the Quran if it makes blunders like that? Why should I believe that book?
Honestly, I don't have a good reason for you, bro.
Okay,
I'll
so
tell you why I believe it though. I mean, I was born in an Islamic country. I've seen, you know, my whole life I've been praying as a Muslim, and all my prayers have been answered. You know,
how do you know that's not a demon answering your prayers?
I didn't know that could be a thing, to be honest,
Why can't it be?
because I don't think a demon has as much power as
You don't think a demon, like, bro, you know prayer is like you can ask your mom for something and she can complete it, right? So if a demon has different abilities than a human can he just answer a prayer and make it seem like it's coming from God? Can he just give you a request?
I just don't think a demon is as powerful as God. Do you
Okay.
think a demon is as powerful as
He
Jesus?
can. I think a demon can deceive you into thinking he's as powerful as God. That's what they do, is deception. Just like a magician makes it seem like he's doing magic, but he's just an illusion. Like same concept.
Can you give me so like why would you like what are some
The
things
question
you would
was, how do
say?
you know it was God answering your prayers? That's my question.
Oh,
You're making the assumption that it is, but how do you know it's God?
I don't, but how do you know it's Jesus answering your prayers?
Yeah, because I have grounding as to believe in Christianity, and it starts with the history. I already answered this question, but
But I
I'm
mean,
asking.
that
But
still doesn't mean
but the initial
demons
question was,
answering.
why am I saying Islam is a red flag?
That doesn't mean demons are like, bro. That just doesn't mean demons aren't answering you though.
Oh, you're right, but I have good reasons if I explain my grounding in Christianity as to why I believe that it's not demons answering my prayers. But I'm asking you, because the topic is Islam equals red flag. I'm asking you because you say, well, I prayed and God answered my prayers. That's how I know Islam's true. How do you know it's not a demon? How do you know it's God?
I don't.
Okay. So the question is, it could be a demon and you just don't know it right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the real thing that you need to do is, how do I know? You need to like evaluate this. If it's
But how do
possible
you
that
know
it's a
that?
demon, then how do you know that this is actually God responding to your prayers?
But how do you know it's what you're praying to isn't like when you pray it's not a demon answering you?
Okay, bro. So everything is grounded in history. So we have these books in the Hebrew
Well, you
Bible.
can't just use history to tell me
I'm going to
that.
explain it, bro. We have these books in the Hebrew Bible, right, that have existed prior to Jesus being alive as a human, and they predict and give the prophecies of the Messiah. All of those prophecies came true historically in the first century. And all of the historical evidence would point to that he actually did resurrect. So if he resurrected and there is a God and God is the creator of life, the only one that could have given him the power to resurrect would have been God. Therefore, God is validating this person, Jesus Christ. And then when I evaluate the historical context of the prophecies of the Messiah, I see in the Hebrew Bible that the Messiah is supposed to be the Son of God, who is the Most High God, who incarnates as a human being. The one who created all things is the one who incarnates. Therefore, I know that Christianity is grounded logically through history and through this evidence. And then when I search to see what is the church that Jesus established, I find my church, which then gives me more information about my belief. That's how I ground it. Now, I use history, I use logic, and this is how I concluded to it. Now, that you heard my answer, and I don't expect you to have an answer how you could do the same thing, but you see what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that this is not a demon talking to you? You would need to be able to cash out why Islam is true to begin with.
I mean, okay, so if you want to say that, I could like tell you how Islam is also true. There's a lot of things in the Quran that points it to being true. There's things in the Quran it says it, and now today we're just finding out about it, right?
So,
Or
how
like
does that prove it's from God?
many years later, we're
How does
finding
how
out
does that
about
prove
it.
it's from God, bro?
Bro, how else if the creator didn't put it in there, then how would we know?
Demons,
A demon,
because
bro.
demons, yeah, because look, Ali, demons came before you. They've been around longer than most humans, than all humans have been alive, basically. So, I mean, you don't think that they would know a lot of information that you don't?
I mean, still like I feel like
Literally,
the
all they
part
do
where
is like literally, bro. All they do is sit around. That's why some like they're even called monitoring spirits. Literally, all they do is just sit around and watch you like Netflix. So you don't think that they would have information that you never thought about or that you don't know?
I mean, they probably do, to be honest with you.
Okay, so that's exactly what Bear's talking about. So how do you
But
know it's not a demon?
I mean, I don't. But I don't want to think that it's a demon because, you know, I'm sure you wouldn't want to think that, Jesus, like your Bible is a
Well,
demon.
I mean, that's another problem for you because if the Bible is from Satan or if Jesus in the Bible is Satan or whatever, then that means that your belief is false because your belief is predicated on ours.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't work for you when you do that for
Yeah.
us.
By
So
the way, you have Psalm 28 in your bio. Why?
yeah, I still as if I'm not Muslim, or I am Muslim. I'm not Christian, but I've done a lot of Christian things. I've been to Christian camps. I've been to church, and that's just a verse that I agree with that I think everyone should take a look at because it's a good verse.
Yeah. Did you read the whole thing in verse 1? In verse 1 it says, "To you I will cry, O Lord, my rock." So the Lord is his rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's in reference to the rock in the wilderness in Deuteronomy. Okay. That's why he's calling him his rock. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
when you go to somewhere else in the Bible, in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, all right, it says in verse 4, let's start at verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I do not want you to be unaware that all our fathers were under the cloud, all passed through the sea, all were baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. All ate the same spiritual food and all drank the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock. That's the same rock that followed them. And that rock was Christ. So your own psalm that you're quoting is claiming Christ as being the Most High God.
Mm-hmm.
So do you still agree with that verse? Because that's who he's referencing is Christ.
I wasn't aware of that because, again, I didn't know that much about it. It's just that one part I liked. Or, there's, other verses still in the Bible that I like that I went out of my way and highlighted. And I have a Quran right next to me. I have a Bible right next to me. Because I want to be open-minded, I don't want to just, think one way.
Okay.
Oh, I was
Here,
born to...
do you have Discord? Because I do got to wrap this up. Do you have Discord?
Well, I have a question if you don't mind me asking.
Do you have Discord though?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a link in my bio. Join my Discord. You can add me as a friend and I can invite you if the invite link doesn't work. But why don't you ask your question in my Discord? Because I do got to wrap this up and I got an appointment I got to go to and I started late. So if you want, join my Discord and Amin is going to be doing a lecture later today at 1:15 Eastern. And you can ask him that question as well in there if you like. All right?
All right.
All right, brother. I'll see you at the Discord, okay?
All right.
All right, God bless. All right, guys, that wraps up my time. Amin, thank you so much for joining. Guys, late start. Daniel Tafoya on YouTube. If you join tomorrow, you'll be the first one up, okay? But I do got to go. I started late today because I slept in a little late, not feeling good. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for all the super chats. AJ the Barber, thank you so much for your super chat. New hashtag GTHOMS. Get the hell off my stage. He's going off of your Instagram post of me, man.
Man, that was hilarious.
But yeah, Daniel Tafoya, I don't know if you heard me, bro. I know you're getting on the camera. I need to go. I actually have an appointment for work. If you join tomorrow by 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm on for 2 hours. If I see you, you'll be the first one up.
Can I give you one thought so we can talk next time?
What's up?
Research Acts 13:3. It says Jesus is the servant of God. So God cannot be a servant. And let's talk about that next time.
Okay.
Research
What
it, my
faith are
man.
you? Brother, I don't
I'm just a believer in the Bible. I read and I take the Bible at face value. When it says God is the Father, there is only one Father. I take that at face value. When it says that,
so you do believe in the Bible?
Yes, of course.
How do you know the Bible is actually accurate, like the authors? How do you know the authors are?
I've read it okay? And I have found Jesus and found God
Brother,
through
I don't know
reading.
if you
So
heard
that
me.
believe that makes my belief.
How do you know Matthew actually wrote Matthew?
I don't know that Matthew actually wrote Matthew.
Okay, so then
All right.
why do you believe in this book?
Why do I believe? Because I've read it, and me
And
reading it has led me to the truth.
how do you know how you're interpreting this book is true?
What do you mean? How do I? Because I'm intelligent.
Okay. Are you so that means you're
So
infallible, that you can't make a mistake on an
no, I
interpretation?
can make a mistake just like every other human.
There's other intelligent people that interpret
All
the
right.
book differently than you.
Well, why wouldn't you take the Bible at face value when it tells you there's one God? He
There
sent
could
his
be
son.
because there can be multiple interpretations
Do you
of it.
believe in the covenant?
How do you know your interpretation is correct is what I'm asking.
Do you believe in the covenant?
All right, man. We'll discuss this later. You don't know how to answer that question. But anyways, guys, I do got to go. God bless you guys. I appreciate it. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Don't forget. Oh, hold on a second. All right, hold on. I was trying to get my wife up here so you can hit her a follow. Hit my wife a follow, Peace Apologetics on TikTok. She just hit 10,000 followers. She will be going live a little bit later. Also, hit her a sub on YouTube on the description down below. Hit her a sub as well so we can get our sub numbers up. But anyways, guys, God bless every single one of you guys. We'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be back on time tomorrow. God bless every single one of you guys in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, now and forever to the ages of ages. Amen.